Hello, everyone. My name is Jason Wright, I think. I'm from New Loyalty Entertainment, and I'm here to give you a behind-the-scenes look at the Iron Man toy video. Shooting this video was pretty complex because of the small space we're working with inside of a residence. And it's a square room, maybe 10 feet across, maybe a 10 by 10 space, but with some furniture and TV and couches, and it really starts limiting your working space, especially when you have someone on camera. You have the principal actor in the scenes, and also you have various lighting going on. The softbox lights were used in all of the shots. We adjusted them and moved them around the room every time we had to turn around, and we underestimated how time-consuming that process would be. We actually shot this video back-to-back against another video that we shot in the same day, and this video here consumed about 80% of our time. So, it definitely helps to plan things out and have the time allotted to be able to do these things. What originally inspired me to do this short was just to release something that was a little bit timely, and something that, quite frankly, was fun and a little ridiculous, and, just something to entertain people. I always like to include effects. I'm a fan of explosions and flash and polish, and even though sometimes my videos may not contain that, that's definitely always what I'm striving for. And you'll see over time the progression if you go back and look at some of our earlier work, and you'll see that we've not only upgraded in tech, but skills and equipment and just everything overall. The style has shifted, and it's really taken shape. But anyway, to get back to this video, we basically have 3 composed shots. Everything else is raw with some color correction on, and most of the work is done on the initial blast and the following 2 shots, which are really just 2 shots total. One of them is just split to give that alternate angle. You have to keep this in mind when you're doing your own work, because switching angles during a high VFX sequence means you have to repeat all those effects for that other angle. So really consider that in your approach to shooting, because that will easily double your VFX time. Now, in this case, it wasn't too bad because I'm pretty fast with After Effects at this point, and getting these things in here composed together and looking really clean is not as big of a challenge as it used to be. So, but that's just a tip for you out there to really consider your shots and angles before you go and shoot, because you may double, triple, quadruple your actual post time just by how you shot it originally. Also, you'll notice that I didn't shoot anything where my back was to the camera and I covered up the effects space. We actually do have a few shots like that, but I did not use them after I learned my lesson pretty much the hard way with the weapon test video, where basically I had to mask myself out in every single frame of almost every shot, considering most of the visual effects shots were probably more than 50% of that whole short. So it's definitely a pain, so just keep those things in mind. Just one other thing to add that I think is really important. If you're someone who is trying to shoot and edit your own shorts, maybe you've got a one-person crew, maybe it's 2 or 3 people, always keep in mind that if you're going to be in the scene, that you have to be in the action. So it's really easy to get lost in the thoughts of, okay, which way am I facing? Which way do I step? Which way do I turn? How fast do I turn? What do I hit? Do I press a button? Am I doing something here? Do I look down? Am I supposed to step backwards? It's really easy to get lost in that, in the sense that you lose your whole expression, because all you're doing is thinking. You're just thinking about your next step. You're thinking about what's going to happen after your next step. And that's a real mistake, because it shows on camera, and it shows that you're just thinking. In this sequence, I definitely was doing a lot of thinking, but it happens so fast that you can't really catch that too much. So just keep that in mind. Just the takeaway that you should always be awake and aware and in the action. The compositions and After Effects are contained in one project, but over 3 comps, and I didn't rename them here, but anyway, they include different shots that I had went ahead and altered and included effects. You'll see atmosphere, I have some smoke effects, added some various glow, also created some solids with masks that would have a little bit of flicker for the orange and the fire, and blue for the initial blast. So a lot of different things going on here. I actually duplicated a number of these layers to get a brighter, more vibrant, or just overall smoother effect. I really wanted to show progression quickly in the 3 shots, so you'll notice the fire gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and smokier and smokier. So, I was definitely paying attention to those details and working those things in because I wanted to create an element of dimension to the shot, so it wasn't as flat. For the beam, it's just quite simply a mask with a glow over a solid, and that's just included here, and just some real standard mask expansion, changes, opacity, that kind of thing, to get the desired effect, and keyframing the size and scale of the beam to really kind of include more detail in the shot overall and that specific effect. Alright, that's all the time I have. My name is Jason Wright from New Loyalty Entertainment. Thanks for hanging out and watching this behind the scenes video. You should check out the No VFX video if you're interested. Definitely check out the original. And as always, like, share, subscribe, and all that other mumbo jumbo that everyone else is trying to get you to do. Alright, that's it. I'm out. Later.